What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a review on not one but two flavors for RYSE whey protein. We are doing the marshmallow jet puff and we are doing the moon pie. So stick around because that is coming up right now. Now I'm just gonna say one thing. This is not my first impression video. I did that on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook at another time, and that was truly my first impression. But now that I've had it for a couple of days, up to I think it's been a week and a half now that I've had it, my point of view may have changed. And now that I can also review it with a little bit more time with it, I believe that I can give you the most honest review that I can have about these two items. So why did I pick these two flavors? Well, the marshmallow jet puffed honestly seemed like I felt like I was gonna get something a little creamy, a little bit more obviously sweet. I was afraid that it was going to taste just like a regular vanilla whey protein, but I heard a lot of good things about RYSE, so the uniqueness of the flavors really caught my attention. Then as far as the moon pie goes, I've had moon pie since I was a kid. The chocolate, the crispiness, and the marshmallow texture. Clearly, I really like marshmallows because of the two flavors I picked, but this one definitely seemed like a good option as well. I really hope I get to experience that moon pie flavor. Now, the thing about buying protein powder is that it can be expensive because you can always have your chicken, your egg whites, your Greek yogurts, and all these other things that we can have that are great sources of protein. But at the same time, how many times can we have chicken in a day? We're not going to have probably chicken right after a workout, or maybe we will. But depends on what kind of lifestyle we have. It may be better for us to have whey protein available. We want to look at how expensive these are, how cheap they are, the quality of the taste, how close it is to what they're saying they are, and the overall nutritional value. And those are things that we're going to consider because I believe that honestly, there's not a whole lot that we look for in whey protein, but the things that we do look for, we want to make sure that they are in this package. Now, for starters, each tub will run you at about $45, and that's going to be for about 20 servings. I'll tell you, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but it's not cheap. So if you have some extra money that you always have for your supplements, that's for your diet, to keep yourself continually buying things that are good for your gains, then by all means, this may be worth it for you. And even better if you like the macros, if the flavor is good and it's always available to you. I probably would not have bought this if it wasn't for the fact that I saw it on sale on the TikTok shop. It ended up being for about $20, which is about $24 cheaper per tub. Now, I've seen these sales come back up again. So what I would do if I were you guys, if you want to try it for the first time, maybe look out for those sales on the TikTok shop and see if they will have more flavors available. I don't know how many times it's come up already, but I've seen it at least twice, and so I figured take advantage of that opportunity. I only did it one time, but I bought two of them. I figured for that price, you can't really beat it. Now, since I am gonna take away protein, I figured it only makes sense that there's one thing I need to do. Okay, so now I'm back. We can go ahead and test them. I'll be here talking to you guys, but I'm also going to be in my kitchen testing it out for you so we can get an idea of how it really is. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to be coming in comparison to Optimum Nutrition, which in my opinion, it's a it's a standard. It's called gold standard for a reason. I think the flavors are always really good. I don't really need any crazy flavors, but I guess that's why I'm trying this one. The prices are usually pretty basic, regular. They're not necessarily expensive. Sometimes you can get them on sale, but we're trying this one out. And so the first one we have is the moon pie. The moon pie clearly is just basically me wanting to try a flavor from when I was a kid. So it's just something that I hope they can really capture in this whey protein powder. I don't know how they're going to do it because you got to combine the chocolate, the marshmallow, and the crispy wafer cookie thing that they have in the center. It's not exactly a complex snack per se, but it's just a lot of things to be putting into one flavor. So as you can see, I'll be go ahead and mixing that, and I might be doing it in a way that's a little bit unconventional, but nevertheless, here we are. So when I tasted the whey protein for the first time. I did like it. I thought it was very different. I thought it was very it was like chocolate, but you just can't say it's a regular chocolate. It's very different. Looking back at it now, it's a little too different, because to be honest, it doesn't really taste like moon pie. Or at least I don't remember that it does. I mean, did I forget what moon pie tastes like? So it is good chocolate, but I think I'm gonna get tired of this, I'll be honest. Maybe I'll be able to use it in a recipe or something, but I don't think I'll be buying this again, because I'll probably want to try other flavors. I don't know if this is one that I'm going to just stick with because it just hit the spot. And so as you see in the nutrition label, these run at about 140 calories per scoop. You're looking at 25 grams of protein and 2.5 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs, and a scoop is approximately 35.3 grams. So the scoops are a little bit bigger. You get a little bit more flavor. Maybe that's what helps with the flavor. But I don't know. I just, overall, it's not a miss. It's not 100% a hit. It's good. This is not the one that's really putting me over the edge and making me think that RYSE is like the best. It's really good. It's good. It's very good. Couldn't decide between really good and good. No, it's very good. I don't necessarily love it. Moving on to the Marshmallow Jet Puffed. So the Marshmallow Jet Puffed is now here, and this one is going to be 10 calories less. This one's at 130 calories with the same 25 grams of protein. Obviously, it's going to have less of the other macros, which is 2 grams of fat as opposed to 2.5 grams of fat, and then 3 grams of carbs. This one is 33.9 grams per scoop. So again, they're going to be a little bit bigger. It's good to have a little bit more protein powder because there's a little bit more flavor. But let's see what this one is like. And so this one also was different. They're both very different. They're unique. And I also have to say it does not really make me think of marshmallows. I don't know what to expect, but I think there's that standard marshmallow taste that I think we all are familiar with. I didn't find it in this one. Nevertheless, it was good. I think it's probably better than the moon pie, which is weird for me to say because I usually will go for chocolate anytime I try anything as far as protein. That's whey protein, protein bars, whatever the case is. I usually go for chocolate. But in this case, I actually prefer the Jet Puff marshmallow. But it doesn't taste like Jet Puff marshmallow. So I think the ingredients are great. I think the tastes, they're both good. I think the Jet Puff is better. They do cost you some money, so if you can find it on sale, it's a win. If you don't find it on sale, I think it's okay to try it, and then you decide if it's for you, because maybe our taste buds are different, and this is worth the $45 for the 20 servings for you. And I don't blame you, because you have to get what you like and whatever keeps you drinking it consistently so that it can be a good supplement for your diet. Now, I do have some questions here, actually, and this comes from D in Texas, and the questions are, does it give that aftertaste in your mouth? I'll be honest, there is that slight aftertaste. I do taste the flavors that they're trying to give out, but I would say it's there. I don't hate it anymore because I got used to it, but if you're trying to completely avoid it, there's a little bit in there, to be honest. The other question is, can you taste the actual powder in it? I wonder if by this question you mean if it dissolves well. So yes, that's a good question. It does dissolve well. I thought it did mix very well. I didn't really shake it for too long, nor did I go overly hard with this shake. So it did mix well, which is good. You don't get the clumps, and it doesn't stick around and stick to your teeth or whatever the case. So that they did well. Then the next question is it better hot or cold? It never occurred to me to have hot whey protein. I wonder if there's a way to make this into hot chocolate or hot marshmallow Jet Puff. But that's interesting. Maybe it's something to look into one day. But yeah, I would say it's probably better cold because that's the only way that I've had it so far. So I appreciate the questions, D. And of course, you have to always realize that my taste for these things can change over time. Maybe I like it better on a recipe. Maybe I just like it in and of itself a lot more with time. So we don't know. Things happen. Our taste buds change. As we get older, we like things differently, so that's something to look into. I'm not going to take much longer with this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. And of course, any questions that you have for future videos, any questions, any suggestions that you want me to talk about, anything you want me to cover, please leave it in the comments. Any questions, any comments, I will always get to them, and as soon as I can, because overall these videos are for you guys, and I want you to enjoy them. I want you to find them something that you can watch and refer back to in case you ever need this information again. So I appreciate again everything, all the sharing, the liking, the subscribing. I do appreciate all of that. You guys are awesome for that. And of course, you already know, everybody, if you do more, you will be more.